Hello there and welcome to episode 10 of the Mii Maker, the interactive YouTube show helping you to populate your Plaza. Now the mystery Mii from episode 9 was Fox McCloud, hinting at this week's theme of Nintendo All-Stars. Each Mii in this episode has appeared in the Super Smash Bros. Series at some point. As episode 10 is last in the series, there are only 3 Mii ID cards for us to uncover, so let's get stuck in. Alright, so we're going to start off from scratch and pick a male Mii. And the shape of the head we're going to choose is in the third column and second row. We'll leave the face colour as it is, but we'll move into the makeup and select the makeup in the second column and the first row. A bit weird for a male, but oh well. Now switching to the hair, we're going to pick the first colour, and then we're going to move on to page 4 of the styles and pick the one in the third column and the first row. Then with the eyebrows, we're also going to make them the first colour, which is black. We're going to pick the style on page 2 in the first column and the first row, and what we're going to do here is make it like his hair. We're going to move the eyebrows in twice, then up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, and then rotate them counterclockwise once. With the eyes, we're going to pick the fifth colour, which is blue. We're going to go to page 3 and pick the style which is on the first column and fourth row, which is just the circular eyes. And what we're going to do here is we're going to move them out once, then we're going to stretch them 3 times, shrink it once, and then move them up twice. He's looking a bit weird, but we're going to fix that with the nose. The nose we want is on page 2, it's the one in the second column and the first row. And all we're going to do here is we're going to move it up twice, and then shrink it 2 times. Now with the mouth, we're going to pick the one in the third column and the first row of page 1. And what we're going to do is we're going to shrink it once and squash it 3 times, and then just move it up twice. The final thing we need to do is add a mole, and what we're going to do is we're going to fill in the gap at the top of his head. So simply all we have to do here is move it right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, then move it up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 times. Then just expand it 4 times. Give this character a height of around 30% and a weight of 60%. Leave the favourite colour as red. And we have made Ness from the Earthbound/Mother series, first appearing in Super Smash Bros. On the first Super Smash Bros. Game. The second Mii we're going to create in episode 10 will also be a male. We're going to pick the facial style on the first column and the fourth row. As for the features, we're going to go with the one in the third column and the first row. Now with the hair, we're going to pick the third colour. And what we're going to do is do something a little bit weird. We're going to go to page 7, which is the female's hair. And we're going to pick the style in the third column and the second row. And this is sort of going to be this character's helmet. Now with the eyebrows, we're going to pick the 8th colour, which is really bright blonde. And the style of the eyebrows we're going to use is in page 1. It's in the third column and the first row. What we're going to do here is move them in twice, and up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. Now you can't see them. So what we're going to do with them now is we're going to expand them 1, 2, 3, 4 times. They just poke out before we rotate them counterclockwise 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Now you might see where we're going with this one. Now with the eyes, we don't need to choose a colour, but the style we want is in page 4, and it's in the first column and the fourth row. Now let's expand them 3 times, move them in once, rotate them clockwise 3 times, and move them up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. The nose we will choose is on page 1, it's in the first column and the fourth row, and all we're going to do is simply move it up twice. With the mouth, we're going to choose the style on the first page, the third column and the third row. I'm just going to simply leave it how it is. Next we're going to add a mole. What we're going to do with this is expand it 4 times, move it right 6 times, and then move it up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 times. The last thing we need to do is add some glasses. So we're going to pick the style in the first column and the third row. We're going to leave the colour how they are. What we're going to do is shrink them once and move them up 1, 2 times. Give this Mii a height of 100%, a weight of around 70%. changed the favourite colour to dark blue, and we have made Captain Falcon from the F-Zero series. Now the final Mii in this series of the Mii Maker is going to be a male. We're going to pick the facial style in the third column and the second row. We're going to choose the facial feature, which is in the first column and second row. As for hair, we're going to make him bald. So to do that, we're going to head on over to page 5 and pick the style in the third column and second row. So now with the eyebrows, we need to choose the top colour, which is black. Head on over to page 2 and pick the style in the first column and second row. Now what we're going to do here is move them in twice. Expand them 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Squash them twice. Rotate them clockwise 4 times. Then move them up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. And now this character has sort of like a little helmet on his head. Now with the eyes, it doesn't matter what colour you choose. We're going to pick the style on page 1 in the second column and third row. What we're going to do is rotate them clockwise once, move them up once and then out twice. Then choosing the nose on page 1 in the first column and third row. All we're going to do here is move it up once, expand it 3 times. Finally, we need to change this character's mouth. So the mouth we want to choose is on the second page in the third column and first row. Very simply, just shrink it twice. Now move this character's height all the way to the left, 0% in height, 70% of weight. Change the favourite colour to white. And we've made a little Captain Olimar Mii. Captain Olimar is obviously the main character in the Pikmin series, first appearing in Super Smash Bros. Brawl. So that wraps up episode 10 of the Mii Maker, as well as the first series. Hence, that is why there is no Mystery Mii this time round. Please leave your suggestions for Mii themes in the comment section, and your request could be featured in Series 2. Don't forget that you can populate your Mii Plaza on the Wii or 3DS system with any of the Miis from the last 10 episodes by following these simple instructions.
Hi, my name is JoshJepson, but you knew that already. To add the Miis from this or any episode to your Nintendo system, either scan the QR code of the Mii with the 3DS, or go to the Check Mii Out or Mii Contest channel on the Wii. Then go to the Posting Plaza. Click today's top Miis and then search. Select search type and enter the number below the QR code. Search and then import. The Mii will join you when you next open your Mii channel.